Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
If you've been keeping up with this Nolan Wells situation, then you should be familiar with one of the names, which is Wyatt. Who was Wyatt? He is one of the guys that was on the boat and alleged kept getting into it with Nolan Wells. Well, Wyatt brother speaks out, and he gonna break down how he feel about this whole thing and about black people in general on his TikTok page. And y'all gonna be amazed by some of the language and some of the things that he said, which is fine. It's all right. He got the right to speak and feel the way he feel about his brother, who's being accused of Nolan Wells' disappearance. Now we're gonna go over here to my boy, no other than Willie D. And this one is titled Nolan Wells' Friend Brother Breaks His Silence. Race was a factor. Let's check it out. Let's go.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? The brother of Wyatt Pyron, giving us some insight into what it may have been like to be raised inside of his house. Yeah, fam, showing us what kind of home training they had. That's Wyatt right there. That's his brother Ike. Ike got some words for the black community. Y'all want to hear? Here you go.
Yes, we do. All right. Let's get to it. Y'all ready for this? This is what we've been waiting for. Let's go.
Get out, fam. Let's get in there a little tighter there. This is what he said on his social media post. You can see his name right there at the top. This is assuming that all of this information is accurate. This is what he said. I see you reposted this, so I just wanted to let you know what really happened. Can't be listening to all these black people saying his friends did something. He was with my brother that day on my boat, and he chose to stay. They know who the girl is. It happens at Horn all the time. These guys posting this SHIT on TikTok are all worthless blacks who want nothing but views. Nolan has basically lived at my house for the last 3 years. We would never do anything to harm him. The person responded with, never said anything about y'all or anything, just reposted. Wasn't even worrying about the racial stuff. It's all BS. You don't think I know y'all been close since little kids?
All right, that was the brother. And he said this ain't nothing but guys on TikTok, a bunch of blacks who want nothing but views. Nolan has basically lived at my house for the last 3 years. Okay, what that mean? That don't mean nothing. Friends do get into it, you know, but at the same time, if he lived at your house for the last 3 years and this was one of your brother's friends, might have been your friend, then hey, why he haven't came out and said what happened? What actually happened? Something happened. Could Wyatt be telling the truth? Could the other guys be telling the truth? We got to wait and see. Let's see what they talking about with this stuff. Let's get back to it.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the racial thing. Yeah, fam. They say we always making it about race. Let me tell you something, fam. Nobody makes it about race more than racist. These guys posting this SHIT on TikTok are all worthless blacks.
Worthless blacks. This is what he say. Worthless blacks. But it's not racially motivated, as the title say up top. But worthless blacks, huh? Okay.
Worthless blacks. That's extremely interesting because black people are not the only ones posting on social media. So why is he signaling out blacks? Why did he have to say worthless blacks? Why he couldn't just say worthless people? He specifically said worthless blacks because that's how he thinks.
That's how he was raised in his household, man. This is how they talk. And they not the only ones that talk like this. I'm pretty sure other people talk like that as well. Even when they got friends of different cultures, background, races. It's somebody in your family. We didn't all heard somebody in our family say something out of pocket towards another race.
Yeah, fam, I studied you. I know you. I know you intimately. Yeah. So, if the little brother, Ike, is talking like this, where did he get it from? Did he get it from Wyatt?
Where did Wyatt get it from?
Or did he get it from Wyatt's parents? Or did he get it from both? Maybe, just maybe, that's his home training. because he had to get it from somewhere. Right or wrong? This is the girl that allegedly was with Nolan on that day. This is her. This is Katie. This is Katie. So let me get this straight. Katie tells the story that Nolan, she last seen, headed towards his buddies to continue to hang out with his buddies. She only spoke with him briefly, and then he left to go hook up with his buddies to hang out. His buddy said, hey, last time we saw him, he was with this girl.
And then we seen Nolan on her daddy's boat, allegedly.
And that was it. Next thing we know, a picture pops up with all the guys in the pool, like 20-something people in the pool, and Nolan's in that pool at allegedly 1 a.m. This is according to a witness, okay? According to a witness, Nolan's in the pool. They left the island and headed towards one of the guys' homes, and they had a little gathering.
And Nolan was supposed to have been at that gathering, which I believe, y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this, is the Judge house, which is the friend who owns the boat. All right, let's get back to it.
They were inside of the pool. This is where Nolan was allegedly beaten to death by at least 3 of his so-called friends, while one was laughing and recording.
Oh, where'd that come from? Recorded? Somebody recorded it? I didn't catch that. Oh, okay, we getting somewhere now, y'all.
So it is suspected that after they killed Nolan, they put him back on the boat, took him over to the island and dumped his body, right? So the idea was to cover up the crime. This is all allegedly, of course, but it don't take Sherlock Holmes to rise from the dead to figure this out, or at least to figure out that it was some foul play involved. So,
all right, now, hold on. Let me stop right here, y'all. We seen GPS on this boat, I guess when it broke down, where it went and made a few stops. So if we seen the GPS pick up the boat, take it to the stops that it took it to, why we didn't see it moving again after this party, allegedly they supposed to took him back to the island. Shouldn't the GPS still show that boat returning back to that island, or they wanted another boat? All is alleged.
So I don't understand for the life of me, why would a sheriff immediately rule foul play if he hasn't even began an investigation? He hasn't started an investigation, and he doesn't have an autopsy. And on top of all of that, a person who was responsible for receiving the transported body that was on its way to DC said that they witnessed Nolan's body being badly beaten, badly bruised.
All right, well, we're going to see pictures then. They should have pictures wherever the body was took to. It should be pictures showing these bruises. When the autopsy come back, it's going to show everything. It's going to show how much water was in the lungs. It's going to show the bruises that could have been a physical altercation. If he was hit with something, it's going to show that. It's going to have cuts on his. It's going to show everything that we need to see. That's why this autopsy, we can't tell nobody to rush their job. But once that come out, that's going to crack the case wide open.
And there was some reports of his body perhaps being even burned. If the sheriff saw his body, and his body is indeed bruised and battered and perhaps burned, why would he make that conclusion that it was no foul play? Why would he say that?
Because that's the program that been going on. That's the program that been going on. We done already heard the stories of how they do things. When it comes to colored folk, nothing is never wrong when the examiner get them. But when it's the other way around, they find something wrong. So that's why they got a system and a program going on, allegedly. Let's get back to it.
There's only one reason he would say that. Well, 2 reasons. He didn't see the body, or he saw it and he's covering up the crime. That's it. I do know this, and I don't have to be there to know this. Every single time it appears that a black body is discovered hanging, drowned, and the suspects, a white person is suspected of ending their life.
We don't see nothing wrong. We don't see no foul play. That's what's been going on. Those are the reports that we've been hearing. Now they got to go do a background check to find out if this is true. That's it. This didn't do nothing. But like I said on my couple of videos, this do nothing but open up a can of worms. We already had JT's mother, the other guy who was in the same situation as Nolan Wells. Still, nobody has been arrested. Nobody has been taken into custody. Nobody has been questioned. Same thing. So these videos is not doing nothing but pushing it out. Pushing it out. Oh, y'all doing an awesome job sharing. Y'all doing an awesome job with sharing these videos. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. Oh yeah, the pressure is a mother. Got them all coming out the woodworks.
The authorities immediately conclude no foul play. That's the first thing come out of their mouth. I mean, within minutes of showing up on the scene, we don't suspect foul play. Oh, we don't suspect foul play. What they're doing is preparing the family for no justice. They're preparing you, letting you know that, hey, we're
gonna sweep it under the rug.
Already don't think nothing happened. What they're preparing you for is not being able to have your calls answered. They're preparing you to be dismissed. They're preparing you for being dismissed. When you call, you can't get nobody on the phone. You call and call again, they get you a detective. That detective don't call back. You got to go up there, and then finally they put you in touch with somebody else. And then it's rinse and repeat. They pretty much send you on a wild goose chase because they ain't got no interest in solving the case because they do not care about you. They do not value you. They do not value your loved ones. But it is amazing how when they want to solve something, when they want to do something, how they like to poke their chests out and declare how great their officers are and how great the department is and how hard they work to solve the crime. Look.
Correct. Now, we just seen another incident. All this stuff happened on the 4th of July. This 4th of July was very wicked all over. Not just in Mississippi where this was at. LA as well, Chicago, I seen it, New York, right? The incident that happened in the city of Compton, they done already made an arrest on one person already. You know, and I heard the sheriff look back and tell the family, we're going to do everything possible to make sure we lock these guys up. Oh, yeah. When it's time to lock you up, it happens quick, fast, and in a hurry. Fast.
You ain't really got to do a whole lot of work with this case. The inconsistencies, the evidence is overwhelming. A regular internet sleuth could figure this out. It doesn't even take a trained detective to figure this out. This is common sense stuff. There is no need for eyewitness news to come out with investigators. This is simple stuff. So when people say, oh, this is racist BS, this is racist. Why do they get so angry when people do say it's racist?
No, it ain't, because I seen white folks speaking on it. I seen a lot of white people speaking on it, and they wasn't taking the sides of the guys who was accused. They was saying, you know, they think that they did it. It's another video that I'm gonna do after this one. It was a guy who was on here bragging, oh yeah, those boys did it. That's what we do. We get you out there. We know you can't swim, and yeah, we watch it. This is what this guy, I was supposed to cover this probably about a day or two ago. And now that this guy, they done found him on social media and his job then laid him off, fired him. It's crazy how the internet, everybody wants this clout, this fame, that they get on here and say anything not knowing they got a job. He put his behavior towards blacks on the internet didn't even care about his job. Now they say he begging for everybody to forgive him for his job back. Nah, man.
Knowing the history of this country, why did he get so angry?
All right, man, what do y'all think about all this, man? What do y'all think about all this? We didn't heard from Wyatt's brother. Wyatt is the one that was one of the guys that was one of the friends that was on the boat with Nolan Wells. I seen a few videos where Wyatt and Nolan Wells was getting into it a few times. Hey, man, the brother, he stayed at our house for 3 years. That's our friend. That's our buddy. Well, if that's your buddy and that's y'all friend, y'all not in the gang. Y'all can speak on this. Let's see if they gonna do what they supposed to do if that's their friend. Let's see if they gonna come out and say, I can't take no more of this. That was my friend. This is what happened. Them dudes not street dudes. Them are teenage kids, youngsters, sports, don't even live this lifestyle that guys, some guys in the streets live. So if that's your friend, your close friend, let's see who gonna come out and be the first one to say, let me break down what happened. Y'all push the video, share the video like y'all been doing. Share the video, because the more y'all share it, the more that these people who we doing reaction to videos get shared, oh, they gonna start shaking in their boots, trembling, because they gonna say, man, the internet they solving it before the detectives is. Like always, the internet always solve cases. Some of the dudes on here should have went to college for this stuff. But anyway, man, I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. And oh yeah, don't forget to share the video. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.